Morning world, coffee with Kev. Still not on the coffee. Honey, lemon and ginger. Cold's come round and bit me in the arse. Hey ho, this is why we're nicely wrapped up, the woolly hats on, because, struggling a little bit. It's what it is. I'm still smiling and I'm still happy. I hope you guys are too. Which left me pondering this morning, because morning chores, I've done those, and which generally consists of making sure I've got enough logs in the hut. Um, and then when I'm walking the girls, I get some timbering, so I'll bring it up to log it, to keep on top of my logs. That's a few every day. It just keeps me on top. Um, so, at least that's the sort of things I go check on my power in the caravan on the other system, make sure I've got sufficient power, or sufficient power is coming in. I mean, today it's a little bit overcast, so it's trickling in. Not great, but it's coming in. Then I have a quick look in the polytunnel, make sure everything's okay in there. Does anything need watering? Because I'm going to be starting to do quite a bit of work in there soon, and I've got I'm a little bit behind on preparing for that. And then we are at the stage now of trying to motivate myself, which has got me pondering. As much as I'm not feeling quite the ticket, I thought to myself, well, I'll just have the day off then. I'll just do nothing. I feel sorry for myself, shall I? Well, that doesn't achieve anything. And as you guys know, it's just me and the girls here. Apart from their unwavering love for me, they don't really help. Mentally and psychologically, they help, because they are the reason I have to get up in the morning. They, bless their hearts, hey, a bit chilly today, darling. Hey. As much as they give me sufficient motivation each morning, because they need to be exercised, they need to go out, go to the loo, they need to be fed, um, regardless of whether I'm well or not. I have to make sure that I've got enough logs, whether I'm well or not. That's about my basic. I mean, I know I've got enough water, so I don't have to worry about that. At the moment, this time of the year, about once a month, I have to concern myself with getting up enough water. And then I come have my morning coffee, come and sit here on my porch and ponder the day ahead. And as much as I could, all nicely wrapped up, nice and warm, not feeling 100%, I could just sit down and say, sod it. When I used to reside north of the gate, and I done this thing called full-time work, I had to get up, I had to go to work. That was my motivation, because I wanted to get my salary at the end of the month. So I had reason to get up. I had reason to force myself into the day and to do a day's work, because I wanted a day's money. So that would have been a motivation in itself. And we all struggle with motivation sometimes, a little bit like I am this morning. Hence the conversation, because some people are highly self-motivated. Some people are not. There's a lot of people that oh, I think I've got a cold. I'm going to have some time off. And they're generally the ones who complain they don't have enough money at the end of the month. Their choice. So how do I motivate myself in this off-grid alternative style of life that I've chosen? Sometimes it's extremely hard. In the winter when we have relentless days of rain as we have this winter, unseasonable amount of rain, um, lacking motivation was easily decided because of the rain. Did I have to go out and get wet? If I didn't have to go out, no, I didn't. I spend most of my time watching people like myself on YouTube, maybe learning a few tricks here and a few tricks there, bit of research, and while away my days. But we're in spring and Mother Nature is waking up and there's lots to be done. So I'm sitting here talking to you, thinking, yeah, I could have a day off. I could sit down and do nothing. But I need the motivation. What motivation have I got? How do I pull this arse out of this sofa? How do I get on with the day? I'm not feeling bright. It'd be easy just to recline the sofa, have the dogs laying on me, stick a film on, and just fritter the day away. No, as much as I struggle sometimes, I have to get myself out. I have to get myself operational. I have jobs to do, I have tasks to achieve, and I want to be able to relax in the summertime when my garden is thriving and all the plants are growing and all the birds are singing, and I'd like to be able to have those lovely, lovely summer days, not having to worry about, do I have enough logs for winter? Will I have enough produce to get me through the winter? So I need to motivate myself now. I need to give myself a kick up the arse. Yes, it is hard, but always think of the brighter days. Think of the days where we can be lazy, withdrawn, and in dire need of some motivation. Set yourself a target, as I do. I know that I want to have some lazy summer days where I can just potter about in my own little world here, seconded in my woodlands south of the gate, not having to associate and deal with life north of the gate. But for me to be able to sit and look at a beautiful garden with crops growing, grass cut, and as such, not a care in the world. That's enough motivation for me to get up every day, especially when it's not raining, to get out and achieve something. I worked many years ago with a father and daughter team, and they were both building, predominantly the father and the daughter and the son-in-law being the apprentices, but they built two catamarans, one for the father and his wife, one for the daughter and son-in-law. And their goal was to become, and they did become, sea gypsies, to travel the globe on two catamarans and have not a care in the world. And it was 2 years it took them to build two catamarans. I remember sitting down on a coffee break, intrigued as to why they were doing it, how they were doing it, and the one little bit of information, the one nugget of that conversation that has stuck with me ever since was he said to me, it didn't matter how bad he felt, didn't matter how ill he was, he committed to working for at least 30 minutes every day for fear of losing interest. He said he had the raging flu once. He still went, struggled, and done his 30 minutes. And quite often that would lead to an hour or 2 hours. His motivation was to succeed. And whatever was thrown at him, however he worked, the amount of hours that we used to do per day, we would be working, be away from home 14 hours a day. That'd be 5 days a week. But he still, every day after a hard day's work, would do his minimum 30 minutes. They built both catamarans in 2 years and sailed off into the abyss, the oceans, to travel the world, never to come back. So if you need motivation, set yourself a goal and always say at least 30 minutes. Keith, his name was, wonderful, wonderful person. And that is how I motivate myself. I remember that conversation. That gives me a nudge. And that nudge has become a habit in a way, as I will when I finish this and my little chat with you guys, is if you are struggling to motivate yourself, give yourself a target, a goal. Don't be unrealistic about it. My target and my goal to get me going today is knowing that I will be able to have some lovely, lazy summer's days here south of the gate with my girls, without a care in the world, without having to worry about Have I done this? Have I done that? Oh, I should have done this. I should have done that. No. A carefree day, and when the sun is just bearing down on you, beautiful garden, and I can say to myself, didn't I do well? Set yourselves targets, boys and girls. Stick to it. At least 30 minutes a day, and you will achieve. I have, and if I have, you can. Anyway, folks, cheers, everybody. If you can do the buttons down the bottom, always appreciated. Extremely so, especially with the comments and somewhere up there, the chicken logo, please, because Mission Chicken, which is my motivation to get on, is I want my chickens. So I've got to prepare, get ground ready, get places done, get runs built. I am a busy man, as I want those lazy days. Take care. Catch you soon.